Really scary sight there, and I'm Troy Lynch. So let's get straight out to Chief Meteorologist Mike Haddad. Mike, how severe is this?
A place to eat, now a place to kayak, and also go swimming here at Lake Massasecum. Coming up, we're going to tell you how the campers are dealing with the extra water. And I think we should change David Ortiz's nickname from Big Papi to Grand Papi, because he is the Grand Marshal of this year's Boston Marathon. So the Animal Rescue League in Dedham, Massachusetts actually had Clarendon for about 6 months, but when the Mesticio family heard of her story, they just had to bring her home.
Looking forward to that, Mike. Thanks so much. You just heard Mike say it. Months of rain piled up into just a few hours, and those downpours hitting different parts of the state. A Manchester man is facing up to 50 years in prison after pleading guilty to violently breaking into a home in Maine.
Yeah, Marissa, I know from this angle it might look like this is the right place to go kayaking, but if you actually zoom out, you realize we're kayaking in a parking lot. You can also see some picnic tables all around me.
The owners of the daycare called this place a diamond in the rough because you take one look around and you can tell this place is pretty nice. However, you follow me right over here, you take one look outside their window and you can see that there's a problem. We took a quick walk around the facility.
Oh my gosh, found one.
A needle just feet from the door.
I think it's deep enough to where, I can just make a little snow angel. Oh yeah, we got game time in less than 90 minutes. Jason Tatum, he's getting ready right behind me right there. So I'll send things back to the studio.
There you go. We got a title in New England.
Well, you know what? I'll take it. out of all the disappointment that kind of came with this last season of sports, that feels good.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it's going to be a duck boat parade, but nevertheless, that's a title.
We'll be parading through New Hampshire.
Yes, that's right.
For the Free Jacks.
Celebrate
Way to go, guys.
The last time the Pilgrims played football was back in 1974. Hi. Fast forward 50 years and NEC will return to the gridiron in the fall of 2024. Wait! They close at 10 o'clock, but that gives me plenty of time to still shred. Live here in Henniker, Troy Lynch, WMUR News 9. It looks like you can go fly fishing, but believe it or not, this is the side parking lot of Ocean State Job Lot. But when I was talking with the fire chief of Newport a little bit earlier today, he said this entire parking lot, even right in front of the building, was all covered in water.
All right, Mike, thanks so much. And tonight, a Massachusetts police officer is in stable condition after suffering an unexpected medical emergency while hiking here in New Hampshire. New Hampshire Fish and Game led the rescue effort and said the rescue attempt was one of the hardest they experienced due to the weather and the need of more rescuers.
I want you to take a look behind me. This is the scene. You see that Audi SUV right in maybe 3/4 of the way down on the road? That's been stuck for about 30 minutes, and we actually saw the driver attempt to go all the way through. Mike, what a difference 48.5 hours makes. After a disappointing game one, Boston was having a blast tonight, not only blowing out the 76ers, but also the league's MVP by 34 points. So here at Blue Latitudes, they have 60 total volunteers. Thank you. They got 40 here, and then they also have 20 around the state delivering dinners for other people who can't have that traditional Thanksgiving.
I'm not allergic, but every time I get stung, I swell up like a balloon, and it is not fun.
It's not fun at all.
No. So I got stung on the face one time. Let's just say it wasn't pretty.
All right. Okay.
All right, Grace, some people won't jump out of an airplane for fun, but others will jump out of a plane to fundraise, and United Way of Greater Nashua held their 3rd annual fundraiser to end youth homelessness. ABC News sources say Trump has been charged with around 24 counts, including felonies, although the exact charges won't come out until he is arraigned in court. Now, me, on the other hand, I had a long way to go until I was a superstar.
There's something else that could be banned here in the Granite State pretty soon, and that is driving while having a pet in your lap.
And we're going to get to our top stories in just a minute, but first we have to talk to the one, the only, Matt Hodnick, everybody. Just round of applause. And mainly because he actually has good news that the weather is going to be good today.
That might have been the best introduction I've ever received. So
it's only going to get better, man.
You're the MVP, Troy.
Yes.
Seriously.
If you take a look behind me, right underneath that middle light, you can see this dark mark. That's actually where a swastika used to be before they try to wash it away. Now, one person is dead after a fiery crash in Connecticut's Gold Star Bridge. I mean, just take a look at this footage right behind me. You can see that the flames are just covering a whole part of the bridge and black smoke just filling the sky. All right, now we want to wish a very happy birthday to a very special animal. born right here in New Hampshire. Look at Einstein go, the mini horse. He's a teenager today, 13 years old. He gained international recognition for being the world's smallest newborn horse. And at the time of his birth, Einstein weighed just 6 pounds and stood only 14 inches tall. Sometimes they don't grow up, but they're still adorable. Brian, get this. He actually got into pinball with his wife.
That's pretty neat.
And she
All right.
competed today.
But when he got here this morning, a little after 7 o'clock, he said he heard a fire alarm and also saw smoke. Then he rushed up the stairs and sprang into action. We actually asked him, what is the farthest David Ortiz has ever run? His reply, home to home. Jamie, I'll send things back to you. They can't have a better answer than that.